A few weeks ago, I made a video that was harshly critical of the Land Rover Defender. Many of you thought it was funny. The rest of you were British. So today I've decided to make amends with my viewers in the UK with this heartfelt apology video. Before I do that, let me explain what happened. A few weeks ago I made this video where I made fun of the Land Rover Defender for being kind of crappy, which it is, before I reached the conclusion that it was actually pretty cool. Now, the video ended up getting about 150,000 views and about 90% thumbs up, and I thought everything was great. And then I checked it a few days later and it had 600,000 views and about 30% thumbs down. So what happened? Well, it turns out the video got linked from some British website, and boy were British people unhappy. Here are a few of my favorite comments. From a guy with a British flag as his picture. If it had a big engine and a manual transmission, it would be faster. But 85% of Americans are too fat and too lazy to use a stick shift, and that's what you get. And that auto transmission was an opinion in the UK. Aircon okay, and you never been to the UK, and why would you need aircon on a ragtop? Some people are just thick or stupid, aren't they? From another viewer, shut up you bellend, the reason they are good. If I was in any other car, me and my dad and my brother and my sister would have died, but because it is sturdy, we all fucking survive, no thanks to you. Well, sorry. And from another viewer, this video is pathetic. The dude clearly has zero understanding of what the Defender is about. Pretty sad this is how some of Americans view such a world-revered icon. That last guy's name is Alistair Davidson. Wonder if he's Brazilian. But here's the thing, British people. I don't hate your cars. I love them. And today I'm going to demonstrate my love for British vehicles by showing off some of the many features of my used Range Rover. We'll start with the mirrors. They fold automatically, except when you press the button, one folds in and the other one folds out. Press it again and same thing. So you're thinking, why not just manually get the mirrors in sync and then press the button? Well, same problem. But this is actually a feature that ensures you will always be able to see one side of your car at all times. Pretty good thinking, Brits. Also, the handbrake doesn't work. But that's a feature too, because now I won't pull it while I'm driving and die. Another great feature, the parking sensors. One of mine recently fell into my bumper. So it's always beeping because it always thinks I'm about to hit my bumper. But this is another excellent feature because it reminds me that the bumper is still there. Well done, Brits. And these aren't all of the wonderful features. There's the fog lights around, which randomly fell off. The taillight that I replaced because it filled with water. Seriously. The horn, which broke twice. The steering column, which also broke twice. The radiator, which was replaced after it leaked. The transmission sleeve, also replaced. The front driver air suspension, collapsed and replaced. The front passenger air suspension, collapsed and replaced. But these aren't problems. These are features that remind me that it's time to come in for an oil change. If nothing was broken, I would probably forget. Good going, Brits. Many of my other British cars had cool features too. My Range Rover Classic stranded me twice, once because a piece of plastic the size of a dime got stuck in the transmission lever. My Lotus Elise air conditioning failed in the middle of the desert in July. And my Aston Martin, well, you already know about that. Here's the thing, British people. Your cars aren't well made, and saying that they are is just lying, like a toothpick trying to convince people that it's a tree. But that's okay, because British cars have other great qualities. I loved my Lotus, I love my Range Rover, I love my Aston Martin, and I seriously loved the Defender in that video the other day. British cars are exciting, they're charming, they have class and character. So I'm sorry if I offended you, British people, but I promise I still like your cars. Keep them coming.